Welcome to day 4 of our Christmas week of Webisodes. We are still in a hunky-dory mood. Now, we had puppies and kittens earlier. We've had kind of festive art, traditional
things.
Today we're all about birds, our feathered friends. And just because Hunky Dory labeled this Festive Birds of Britain, we are just going to say it's festive birds because we're going to take ownership of these.
And some of them they're in America too. There are robins and lots of other things.
Yes.
We have some unique features here too. We have double-sided papers and double-sided postcards.
And then we're going to have a very fun twist easel card. So come play with us. And here is the whole set, and this, as always with Hunky Dory, they're big sets. Now this looks kind of funny on top, but there's a reason for this. This is going to be used to make that twist easel card.
That easel twist card. We'll show you the details of that, but you're seeing some of those birds right away. And this one you're going to put together paper toll style.
Okay, so we're going to have 4 different ones. 4 colors. These are the bases, and these are already die cut for you. They're scored,
ready to go.
Yeah, and envelopes to match. So that's a nice collection. Now we're going to get more. This is a kingfisher, and as always, borders, greetings.
You've got a kingfisher, you've got a woodpecker, so you've got 2 of them on this one. They're so large. These are large, beautiful focals with frames, and you're going to see some interesting things we've done with those.
Okay, here's a wren and just very
and a sparrow.
pretty.
Those are both found in the States as well.
Yeah, so we're taking ownership of these. There you go. There's swans and gray herons. In fact, we have those here at Pacific Northwest.
Love that big arch. There's always lots of different shapes. There it is. These are great. I mean, they can be used as card toppers, but these would make a great gift card set.
And you know, I think a lot of these would make really pretty ornaments.
Oh, sure.
So there
what
you
a great
go.
idea.
So that's falling. Okay, we have an owl and we have a pheasant. So pretty.
We have lots of these right around here, around Canby.
We do. Robin, goldfinch, there we go.
So lots of tags here. So these are great for tags or using them on a card as a tag.
And more of these with the bullfinch and
now
so forth.
They're beautiful. They're simple to pop onto a card. So it makes
and they're foiled.
Right. You can make stunning, very unique cards with these really simply. I love that they actually give some of them the descriptions of what kind of birds they are, where they're found.
That's nice. Now we're getting into our cardstock. Now this is
that
kind
unique
of different.
This is that unique. This is the postcard piece.
Okay.
So this one here, it is 4 postcards. There is a little dividing line there, a very light dividing line.
Okay.
And on the back,
nice.
Actual postcards. So you can send these in the mail, and they have this beautiful artwork on the back as well, and that's kind of real old style there.
Yeah, very nice.
Beautiful.
So with that, then we're going to go into the cardstock. Now,
no, these I think are the double-sided papers.
Oh, you're
first,
right. You're right. There we are. Okay.
And there are 8 of those.
Okay, so let me just flip
unusual.
through these.
You don't always get that in Hunky Dory.
It is. So, of course, around here we're pretty partial to paper and double-sided paper.
Most of these, they are dark on one side, light on the other.
Nice.
So you can choose your variety.
Okay,
now we get into
the cardstock. These are the non-foiled sheets. There are 8 of these, and as always, as we would expect, the artwork is matching all of those die-cut pieces. So you're going to have some beautiful examples. And earlier in this week, we talked about what you can do with borders like this. So going on the inside of your card, just really, really lovely.
I love that. I love that there are pieces just for backgrounds, or you can use those large focals.
And then the background, these kind of generic backgrounds, I might think.
And it's really an unusual set with those beautiful birds on there.
This is adding the foil, as you would expect. So there are 8 of these, many of them with the artwork. Some of them are a little more generic. So it just gives you lots of opportunity.
Well, and you need some of them without some of the large artwork to match the large die cuts that you get in this kit.
Especially for the inside of your cards. Oh, look at that. Those are always my favorite.
Overall. The more shine, the better.
I like the flash, you know, that's true. Okay, now let's get started.
Okay.
We're going to begin with using those die-cut pieces, the toppers, as the hunky-dory folks would call them. And you can see that we've done a smaller piece of the adorable scorable. This is with the foiled, and that border we put on the right, made it slightly smaller than our 5 by 6.5 inch card.
And then you're mixing and matching some of the die cuts in a little collage form.
And adding jewel dazzles and adding border dazzles.
And that great velvet glitter ribbon.
Yeah, so we've got some consistencies through the week, as you can tell.
But it is a really striking look.
Here is just a really, again, a striking look, so beautiful. You know, this looks to me like you could really do this as a gatefold card too.
And isn't that interesting that that strip, this die-cut border, was placed right in the center? I wouldn't have thought to do that, and I automatically thought it was a gatefold card when I saw it. So that's an interesting look.
So that's really nice. So you get kind of getting two ideas. This is one of those that has 2 frames and the inside cut. So what the designer did was do the largest one flat on the card, then kept these 2 together and foam taped them together. You could have done a 3rd layer and doubled your foam tape. So just
adding
beautiful.
a little sentiment, and it's what a beautiful focal on
This
that
is
one.
really a timeless design in using a cutaway card, and by that I mean that the front of the card has been cut away, and you usually go, oh, maybe it could be as small as 1 inch, could be as large as 2 inches.
Or
Again,
a couple of inches.
Yeah, this is a 6.5 by 5 card.
Really simple to do. You've got your card, you've got your fold at the top, cut your cardstock, and then you're going to stick that on there. I've got my handy little my stick. I would do a little bit better job than that, but we're just real quickly going to
better job of sticking
on than that. But you're just good. But it can be that quick. You glue or tape that on there, whatever you want to do, and then you're just going to cut that away. So you can just grab scissors, cut along the fold line, and cut right along the edge of that cardstock. Really simple to do. And then, like the card, you've got that one piece cut away for the front.
Then you would go to the inside. In this case, the whole inside was covered with more adorable scorable, so you can see. Now let's get in here because something else is going on. And let's see, even closer. There we go. Okay. So there are little dots of sparkle, and I'm hoping you can see that. That was done with the icicles. I do have to tell you that Rangers just told us they're discontinuing this.
Oh no!
So if you want any, get it now because we have all there is that's available.
Right, so that adds a nice little bit of shine there, but on the front you can see on those
a little bit better there.
You can just see that icicles there too.
So just
very
kind of
sweet look.
Globules. One other thing I want to point out is this kind of looks like an arrow, and I like how it's kind of pointing at the tag.
Yeah, it's
with
cute.
Love at Christmas and always. So just very,
always
very
lots
sweet.
of great little sentiments. Just add a little bit of ribbon.
Now you were talking about those giant focals and how gorgeous they are. Look at this puppy. And what I think is very fun is that this has become a window.
Isn't that a neat look?
Very
I'm real
neat.
quickly going to show you how that's done. We've got the card, which you cover with cardstock. You take this piece, you pop out the piece that's going to be on the inside of your card, and then you've got this frame. This is perfect for taking a pen or a pencil, tracing onto that cardstock. You can remove that and then use your pen knife. You want to open up your card, so
I was just about to say that. We should open it now.
Right. You're only cutting through the center. You go ahead and use that knife to cut away around, and I think I got it almost all the way through there. I'm going to finish cutting.
And one thing when you're cutting a circle is bring the knife toward you, and then you can rotate the circle to continue so that it's always coming toward you. It will just make it easier.
Right, then you've got that piece. You can just pull that away, go ahead and foam tape this piece onto the front, and then when you open it up, you've got a window.
And what I think is especially attractive is using the ghosted image behind it. It just lets that stay center stage. Just gorgeous.
A
So
great
you see the
look.
little greeting there, but there's also, it's matching one on the front.
So that the one on the front is covering the one
Yeah.
on the inside.
Exactly. Just beautiful. Of course, that's
great.
that all over sheet. Now here is something pretty unique. We've got our swans and in that gorgeous arch, but this is a larger card,
Right.
and that's kind of tough if you've only got 12 by 12 cardstock.
Right. So the way you can attach it at the top is by using flip-flop fasteners.
Right. Now, flip-flop fasteners, say that 7 times fast. They look like this in the package. There are 75. They're kind of a plastic butterfly wing bandage.
Right. And when you open it up, you've got this sheet. It's kind of hard for you to see it on here, but if I peel one of these off, it's double stitched. Then you see that there's that little piece.
Right.
I'm going to make it so you can get, there you go. So it's sticky on the back side, but not on the front. And on the card,
What's going to happen is that,
you can just go over the back piece. So it was laid on the back piece, and before the adorable scorable was placed on there, it was laid on the front of this metallic gold, and it was placed on there like a hinge.
and it becomes a hinge.
Right.
And what's nice about it, so there's 3 pieces, not sure if you can see that. The words that you're seeing is just a code that we use, so ignore that. You won't be putting codes on yours. And then what is terrific about it is that unlike cardstock, it's never going to bend, or it's never going to crack. It's going to stay flexible forever because it's plastic.
So there it is, and
Yeah.
then you can just finish that off with some adorable scorable. And I like that the piece here was glued onto the adorable scorable, and then the frame was just foam taped in place.
And don't forget, there are a jewel border dazzles and blue dazzles. Just the blue is so pretty. This piece, now we haven't had this before, so adding it with jute twine,
right?
And wishing you peace, joy, and love. And I think that's just really pretty with
It
the
is.
swans.
Beautiful.
And then the inside, we kind of showed it to you, but didn't really show it to you.
So this is another piece of that adorable scorable with that mute swan there, with a nice little twine on
Right,
there.
and warmest wishes. So very, very pretty.
So now we're going to get into that specialty card.
Yes, this is the Easel twist. So this looks like this when you first get it, but then it goes up like so, which is the only way you can open it. So I'm not doing anything special. I'm just kind of starting to open it like a regular card. There's the twist, and Easel, it's resting right there.
It's a nice twist on a card.
It is a nice twist. So how do we do that, you might ask?
How do we do that?
Well, we have these that are already, they were in the packages like this, pop them out, and one of them will have a score line. So you're going to mount and fold along that score, and then when you take the other piece and do all of your foam taping with the layers, then this piece, so have this closed, have the fold.
On the fold on the left.
Right.
Correct.
And then this is at an angle, so simply position this one on top so that it looks good.
Right.
Okay?
Make sure that, that bird is upright with the fold on the left.
But only glue it to the bottom part of the score, okay? To the opening edge. And then what will happen is when your card opens, it will provide the twist.
Right, just foam tape a little die cut on the inside like the card here.
Right, so as I'm opening my little guy, it says Festive Wishes. So that's really sweet.
Very sweet. I love those large red jewel dazzles on the points there.
And that little bit of knotted ribbon, just, I mean, it's so fast, so easy, and so pretty.
Right, it makes a really striking look, just like
really
that.
does. And you get 4 of those in 4 different colors.
And you get the 4 envelopes that fit that
that's
specialty
right.
sized card.
Thank you. Now, we took this artwork and decided to put it on a scrapbook page. So our twist easel, we can still use that with anything, really.
Sure.
But-
or you can put it on a scrapbook
Right.
page. So just that part of doing the foil toll, or not the foil toll, the paper toll, and then just using that on a page.
Right, and notice how this is overlapping 2 pieces. We'll back up just a second. So we've got the double-sided paper going vertically. This is on a 12 by 12, tan cardstock. And then we have the robin with the border over on the right going horizontally in the center of this, our matted photos, and then our focal, not our focal, our paper toll piece.
It's just an embellishment for the page,
It is.
and it's just a nice look. And this is that double-sided paper down here, going the opposite direction.
And we've added some of the 1/8" ribbon, just having our Happy Christmas foam taped up. Notice the little piece that's a foil that's overlapping that photo.
And that metallic specialty paper behind, matting the adorable score.
Yeah, we showed this to you on another, I think maybe yesterday.
Right. It goes really well with the shiny foil. It's nice to give kind of a muted foil with it.
It does. And the thing that kind of surprised me is the jewel dazzles that are used here. If we can get in close on those, they are black.
Right.
And that kind of surprised me because I wouldn't have necessarily
imagined
thought
that on there. Black with a little silver on there.
Yeah.
But it's another case of finding places to put jewel dazzles.
I guess so. And I'm surprised because, as you said, that's got a silver foiling and all of this is gold, but it works. So this is also, I think, nice. Just some little dots right there doing a little bit of journaling. So scrapbookers, we never forget about you, and you have some
Hunky
options.
Dory is great for scrapbooking. It's great for easel cards and lots of other things.
Right. So, festive birds of Britain and the United States, she proudly proclaims. Please join us tomorrow for our last day of a week of Webisodes of Christmas.
And we'll see you then.